Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll walk through the complete process of creating a dataset repository, uploading files, and updating dataset metadata on Hugging Face. Hugging Face provides a powerful platform for hosting, sharing, and analyzing datasets collaboratively. By the end of this guide, you will have your dataset fully uploaded, documented, and publicly available for others to use. Now, let's create our own dataset. There are two ways to start. First, from the left sidebar, click the plus new button and select Dataset. Another way, from the top profile menu, click plus new dataset. This will open the Create Dataset repository page where you can set up your new dataset. In the Create New Dataset repository page, huggingface.co/new dataset. Under Owner drop-down, choose your account or organization. In your case, it shows BD star. Enter a dataset name. For example, House Cost Prediction Multivariances. In the license field, explore the necessary type, or in this case, I have selected MIT. Choose Visibility. Public, anyone can view the dataset. Private, only you or your organization can view it. Click Create Dataset. In Dataset Card tab, you can see your dataset name, BD star / House Cost Prediction Multivariances, and license information. As currently, we have created an empty dataset, so this message is showing the dataset is currently empty. Upload or create new data files. Then you will be able to explore them in the dataset viewer. I will explain the dataset upload process later of the part. In the Files and Versions tab, all files for the dataset repository. In Community tab, all community discussion related to this dataset can be initiated. In Setting tab, you can change dataset visibility, storage usage, rename or transfer this dataset, and many features including delete this dataset. There are some of the processes to upload the dataset is like below. Upload dataset by file uploader from local CSV file. Upload dataset by git command from local CSV file. Upload dataset by Python script from Google Colab. Here I have a .csv file that is the house cost prediction by multivariances dataset that provides 1 million synthetic yet statistically realistic property listings. Each entry contains information about property area, bedrooms, location, distance to the city center, price, population density, and construction year. All features are designed to reflect real-world correlations between housing cost factors and location-based characteristics. There is total 1 million rows with 9 distinct columns. ID, unique identifier for each property record, incrementing sequentially. Total area, SQFT, represents the total built-up area of the property in square feet. Bedrooms, indicates the number of bedrooms in the property. City, name of the city where the property is located. Country, name of the country from worldwide. Distance to city center kilometer, distance of the property from the city center in kilometers. Price, estimated price of the property in USD. Population density, number of people per kilometer squared in the surrounding area. Year, to build, year when the property was constructed. The statistical summary table provides an overview of the numeric attributes in the dataset. It highlights key metrics such as count, mean, standard deviation, and value ranges, helping to understand data distribution and variability. This summary is useful for identifying trends, scales, and outliers before model training or analysis. This dataset can be used for the following purposes: real estate, price prediction models, regression and multivariate analysis, feature correlation and normalization studies, data visualization and machine learning demos. Access the upload option. From your dataset card, locate the option Upload or Create New Data File. Clicking this will take you to the Files and Versions tab, where all uploaded files are listed. Open the File Uploader. In the Files and Versions tab, click on the plus Contribute drop-down menu and select Upload Files. Select and commit your file. Use the uploader to choose your dataset file, for example, my previously prepared CSV file. Enter a short descriptive commit message explaining your update, for example, initial dataset upload. Then click the Commit Changes to Main button to upload the file to the main branch. Wait for the upload to complete. The upload process may take a few minutes depending on your dataset size. Once completed, you'll see your dataset file listed under the Files and Versions tab. Dataset processing and viewer activation. After uploading, return to the dataset card page. You'll see the message: the dataset viewer should be available soon. This indicates that Hugging Face is performing background processing and format conversion. The dataset viewer usually becomes active within 2 to 5 minutes, depending on file size. Explore your dataset. When processing finishes, the dataset viewer will display your dataset in a table format directly within Hugging Face. On the right-hand sidebar, you will find the Use this dataset section, which shows code snippets for loading the dataset using different libraries such as Datasets, Pandas, Croissant, or Polars. Select Datasets to view Python instructions for importing your dataset programmatically. Analyze your data with Data Studio. Hugging Face also provides Data Studio, an integrated analysis tool. You can use it to explore your dataset with frequency distributions for each column, context-based searches by the search box, custom SQL queries for filtering and analysis. By following these steps, you can easily upload, preview, and analyze your dataset on Hugging Face using the built-in file uploader, no coding required. Once uploaded, your dataset becomes instantly accessible for exploration and integration through various data frameworks. You can upload your dataset file by the Git command. Here, I would like to upload the README.md file through Git command. In right sidebar, click 3-dot button. Select Clone Repository. Here you will get the command to clone the dataset current repository to local computer. Make sure Git is installed in your local computer. Git-v. It will showing the current Git version. Now from the Hugging Face repository, copy the LFS install command. We would like to complete this action by HTTPS command. Now go to the local computer and open your project folder. First install LFS by the Git. Git LFS install. Git LFS or large file storage is required because Hugging Face uses it to manage large dataset files. This command initializes LFS in your local repo, setting up Git hooks for future large file operations. The message Git LFS initialized confirms successful setup. Clone the Hugging Face dataset repository. Git clone https clone/huggingface.co/datasets/bdstar/house cost prediction multivariances. This command copies the dataset repository from Hugging Face hub to your local computer. Change the directory to project folder cd house cost prediction multivariances, moves into the cloned repository folder so you can work with its files directly. Now open your project in Visual Studio Code. Code dot. According to the project, change your desired content in README.md file. Now time to push this source code into the Hugging Face hub. Check active branch. Git branch displays the current branch you are working on. The times main indicates you are on the main branch, which is the default branch connected to Hugging Face. Check repository status. Git status shows the current state of the working directory. The message indicates you are on branch main. Your local branch is up to date with Hugging Face origin/main. Stage all changes files. Git add dot. The stages all modified files, in this case the updated README.md. Commit your changes. Git commit -m update README file creates a snapshot commit of your changes with the message update README file. The output 1 file changed shows that the README file was successfully updated. Push changes to Hugging Face. Git push origin main. Uploads pushes your committed changes to the main branch of the remote Hugging Face repository. The output confirms objects were compressed, written, and successfully transferred. Hugging Face accepted your push request. Now visit the Dataset Card tab and you will see the changes for your dataset welcome page according to the README.md file. Now we need to update Dataset Card, that is Datasets README.md YAML metadata header. License. Click the box and share your license name. This is the specifies the legal terms under which others can use, share or modify your dataset. I have selected MIT. Language indicates the language used in the dataset if applicable. I have selected English. Pretty name. A human readable, nicely formatted title for your dataset. Here I have wrote house cost prediction with multivariances. Task categories defines the primary machine learning task the dataset is intended for: classification, regression, summarization, etc. I have choose text classification. Text keywords that describe your dataset's theme or application. I wrote real estate, regression, synthetic data, housing, price prediction. Size category represents the size category approximate number of data entries. I have chosen the value 10M, 100M. After update all fields, you can see this field's value reflection has been implemented to README.md file heading part. If everything is okay, then share some commit message like updated README file dataset card and click commit changes to main. Based on the updated YAML metadata in the README.md file, this information will be reflected in the datasets header section. You have successfully created, documented, and uploaded your dataset to Hugging Face. With a complete dataset card, metadata, and README file, your repository is now ready for public viewing, exploration, and use by the AI community. Your dataset house cost prediction with multivariances is now discoverable, reusable, and fully integrated within the Hugging Face ecosystem. Thanks for watching and stay with us for the more tutorial in our Hugging Face series.